Hello student, I am Shashi Rahatgi from Jesus and Mary Academy, Patna City. Welcome back to online classes. Today we will start the remaining part of chapter 2, reproduction in plant. In previous class you have learned what is reproduction, types of reproduction, types of asexual reproduction, and today we start vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? Certain plants reproduce asexually by their vegetative part like stem, root and leaves. It's called vegetative propagation. Vegetative means, students, growing part of the plants. Root, leaf and stem are growing part of the plant. So it is called vegetative propagation. The vegetative propagation takes in plants which do not produce seeds or whose seeds cannot germinate. It can occur by two methods, natural and artificial method. First, natural vegetative propagation by underground stem. First, bulb. Look here, this figure. This is the onion bulb. It is an underground stem with a bud and membranous leaves called scales. Look here. This is the underground stem. Why it is called stem? Because nodes and internodes are present, which is the characteristic of stem. For example, garlic, tulip, onion. This is the base of the stem. Buds are present. This is fleshy or scaly leaves. Repeat again. Bulb. It is an underground stem with a bud. This is underground stem with bud. This is bud. This is this type. And membranous leaves. This all are membranous fleshy leaves called scales. Second, rhizome. Look this figure. This is short branched stem. It has distinct node and internodes. Look here, this figure. This is node. This is node. In between node, this space is called internode. This is node and it is internode. In between two nodes, internode is present. So this is short, branched, underground stem. It has distinct nodes and internodes. Internodes bearing buds. This is buds, which can grow into a new plants. For example, ginger. Next, corn. It is thickened, round, underground stem that consists of a swollen base underground by scale leaves. It has one or more buds that grow into a new plants. Gladiolus, for example, gladiolus. Tuber, potato. This is tuber, underground stem. This is a swollen, fleshy underground stem. Potato tuber has many small buds called eyes. These many small buds. This one, this one, this one, this one. Potato tuber has many small buds called eyes, each of which can grow into a new plants. When you cut a potato and sown in soil, this bud convert into a new plant. And this swollen stem containing food for new plants. This one, new shoot. This fleshy part. Biaerial stem. In some plants, such as strawberry, a cylinder branch arising from the base of the stem grow and bends to touch the soil. It develops root and buds at the point of contact with soil and develop into a new plants. Look here, this picture. This is the figure of strawberry. In some plants such as strawberry. In strawberry, a cylinder branch arising from the base of the, this is the cylinder branch arising from the base of the stem. This is base of the stem. Base of the stem grow and bend to touch the soil. This part is soil. Bend and touch the soil. It develops root. This cylinder branch, this is, look here, in strawberry, a cylinder branch arising from the base of the stem grow and bends to touch the soil. It develops a root and buds at the point of contacts. This is the contact points with soil and develop into a new plants. This one. In some grasses, mint, the stem grow along the soil, forming root at intervals and giving rise to new plants. By root. The plants such as sweet potato and dahlia have fleshy tuberous root with adventitious bud, which can be detached and grow into a new plants. This one. Look here, this figure, vegetative propagation by the root of dahlia. What happened? Plants such as sweet potato and dahlia. This figure is dahlia. In dahlia have fleshy tuberous root. This one is fleshy tuberous root with adventitious buds. This one, adventitious root, which can be, when this part detached and grow into a new plants by leaves. By leaves. Leaves of some plants like Bryophyllum. This is the leaf of Bryophyllum and Begonia produce a adventitious buds. This produce a adventitious bud on their margins. This is the margin of leaf, Bryophyllum leaf. This is the margin of Bryophyllum leaf, and here adventitious buds are grown on their margin. When the leaf falls, this one, when the leaves falls on moist soil, these buds develop into small plantlets. The leaves are this part. The leaves are thick and fleshy and provide enough food and water to the new plantlets. Next, artificial vegetative propagation. Grafting, cutting, and layering are the methods of this type of propagation. First, grafting. In grafting, two different plants are combined to obtain a new plant with superior qualities. In this method, stem cutting of one plant called scion is attached and tied with the roots stem of another plant called stalk. Look this figure. Look this figure. Look this figure. In grafting, two different plants are combined. This is the two different plants are combined. First, this is scion, and this one is, this rooted stem is stalk. Two different plants are combined to obtain a new plant with superior qualities. Obtain two plants, first scion and second rooted stem called stalk with superior quality. In this method, stem cutting of one plant called scion, this is scion, and scion is attached and tied with the rooted stem of another plant called stalk. This one. After a few days, due to rapid cell division, the scion and stalk merge together. This is scion, this one is stalk, and both are tied with a rope. After a few days, due to rapid cell division, the scion and stalk merge together and develop a new plant with improved qualities. As the stalk, this one, knee, lower one. As the stalk is a rooted stem, it provides nutrients to the scion. This is stalk, it provides nutrients to the scion. Grafting is used to get different colors of rose flowers in a single rose plant. This grafting is used for different colors of rose flowers in a single rose plants. Layering. In this method, look here, this figure, layering. In this method, the young healthy branch of plant is bent and a part of it is covered under the soil. After a few days, root develop from the part under the soil. The branch is then cut off from the main plant and planted in the soil. It grows as a new plant. Example, lemon, rose, jasmine. Look here, this one. In this method, branch of the plant, this one, branch of the plant is bent and a part of this one is covered under the soil. After a few days, roots are developed from the part under the soil. The branch is cut off, this one. This branch is cut off. This branch cut off from here and cut from the main. This branch is cut from the main branch. This one, main plants, and planted in the soil. This one grow a new plant. This procedure, layering is occur in lemon, rose and jasmine. Cutting. In this method, a plant part of the stem with an axillary bud is cut from a healthy plants and planted into a moist soil over a period of time. Root develop at the lower end of the cutting. Also new leaves developed from the buds at its upper end to form a new plants. Sugarcane, rose, bougainvillea. Repeat again. In this method, a part of a stem, in this method, part of a stem with an axillary bud. This is bud. Axillary bud means when axillary bud arise between the leaf base and the stem. This one. This is stem. This is axillary bud. In this method, a part of the stem, this one, with an axillary bud. Axillary bud arise from the base of base of the stem and in between base of the stem and leaf. Cut from the healthy bud is cut from the healthy plant and planted it in moist soil over a period of time. Roots develop at the lower end of the cutting. Also, new leaves develop from the buds at its upper end to form a new plants. Example, sugarcane, rose, bougainvillea. इसे मैं हिंदी में समझाती हूँ बच्चों, क्लियर करने के लिए कि इसमें रोज़ के प्लांट्स में तुम लोगों ने देखा होगा कि जहाँ से नोड होता है, बड्स होता है, वहीं से स्टेम को की कटिंग करते हैं और इसे सॉइल में माने बो कर लगा देते हैं. कुछ दिनों के बाद स्टेम में नीचे से रूट्स डेवलप कर जाती हैं लोअर पार्ट्स में, और बर्ड्स जहाँ पर बर्ड हैं वहाँ पर न्यू लीफ एराइज कर जाती हैं. इस तरह से एक कंप्लीट न्यू प्लांट्स ग्रो कर जाता है. टिश्यू कल्चर. इन दिस मेथड plants are grown artificially in a test tube. Look here. Under laboratory condition. This technique is also called micropropagation procedure. Tissue culture involves in following steps. First, a small piece of plant, this figure, a small piece of plant tissue is taken from the growing tip of plant. Growing tip of plants means root, tip of the root or tip of the shoot. Root grow below the soil and shoot grow above the soil. So in this process we take a small piece of plant tissue from the growing tip of plant. The tissue then transferred to a test tube. This one, this is test tube, this is the tissue of the plants. The tissue then transferred to a test tube containing suitable nutrients medium. This is the nutrients medium. Under sterile condition. Sterile means free from microorganism or germs. Here under sterile condition means free from bacteria. This medium contains plant hormones. There are so many plant hormones: auxins, gibberellins, cytokinesis. These all hormones responsible for growth of the plant. Due to presence of plant hormones, the tissue divide and forms undifferentiated mass of callus. This one, undifferentiated due to presence of hormones. This piece of tissue the tissue divide and forms undifferentiated mass of cells called callus. The callus differentiate in plantlets. These plantlets are transferred into pot or soil to grow and attain maturity. Follow? Any problem? Advantage: tissue culture is a scientific technique. In which plant cells or tissue can be induced to divide and into a complete new plants. It allows rapid multiplication. Little space is needed for growing tissue culture. It means tissue culture मैं यहाँ हिंदी में बताती हूँ। टिश्यू कल्चर लेबोरेटरी में होता है, इसलिए इसमें स्पेस की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है, और इसमें मल्टीप्लिकेशन जो होता है बहुत रैपिड होता है। एक छोटे से, तुमने देखा, एक छोटा सा टिश्यू हम लोगों ने लिया, जिसको न्यूट्रिएंट मीडियम में रखा गया, और इसमें प्लांट हार्मोन्स को डाला गया जो कि ग्रोथ हार्मोन्स हैं, और उस कंडीशन में ये छोटा सा मास जो है वो एक डिवाइड कर एक अनडिफ्रेंशिएटेड कैलस में बदल जाता है, और बाद में ये क्या हो जाता है, इसको प्लांटलेट्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, और फिर इसे पॉट या सॉइल में लगाया जाता है, और बहुत सारे प्लांटलेट्स हो जाते हैं। तो वही कहने का यहाँ मतलब है कि लिटिल स्पेस इज नीडेड फॉर ग्रोइंग टिश्यू कल्चर। द प्रोपगेशन ऑफ टिश्यू कल्चर कैन बी कैरीड आउट थ्रू आउट द ईयर, थ्रू आउट पूरे साल, थ्रू आउट द ईयर, रिस्पेक्टिव सीजन, इररिस्पेक्टिव सीजन। विदाउट इररिस्पेक्टिव सीजन मीन्स कोई पर्टिकुलर सीजन नहीं है इसके करने के लिए, कि इसे रेनी सीजन में ही किया जाए, विंटर सीजन में ही किया जाए, या समर सीजन में किया जाए। थ्रू आउट द ईयर, इट कैरीड आउट थ्रू आउट द ईयर। दिस टेक्निक is used for the production of ornamental plants like orchids, dahlia or carnation, etc. Next class we will start sexual reproduction. I will give homework on Tino. Watch this video and do homework. धन्यवाद।